I'm glad y'all tuned in. We about to get the show started. Yeah. Dr. Clyde Winners and Yoshi. Yeah. In and now. We talking about back in the day and right now. Yeah.
Now let's introduce Yoshima the Genius and Dr. Clyde Winters, the godfather of research.
What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? Oh. Now I lay me down to sleep. I wish I could see what I could see. Oh, there he is. There he is. Yeah, look.
The Clyde Winners. The Clyde Winners. What's up? What's up? Everybody, what's up?
Man,
good world.
It's a beautiful day in Chicago. I'm down on the plantation. You know, I'm on the plantation, sirs. I've been out in the field, and Massa Clyde told Clyde, get your ass out there and pick some of that cotton. I said, ain't no cotton out here, Massa Clyde. I said, Massa Clyde, you full of ish. And you know he was right.
Ain't no cotton to pick the dirt.
Ain't nothing out here, baby. Man, I'm in this Chicago land. This is, it's a warm day, but it's a cold place, man. It's a cold place.
City.
Who am I? Who am I? That's one of the biggest questions that I've always had. You say, who am I? And the reason that you got this question is that we always constantly, we're always constantly trying to represent.
Right.
Who am I? I'm one thing to myself, another thing to my children, another thing to the people on the street, another thing to the ladies, baby.
Ooh.
Now they say, get your old ass away. But that wasn't always the case, baby. Right? Hey! No, but who am I? You constantly asking that question.
Right.
Because I think I know who I am. I'm pretty sure I know who I am. I'm pretty sure. But
we go through emotions. So we try to portray ourselves to be one track minded. But when emotions come in, all that discipline sometimes go out the window. And then who are you at the end of the day? Who are you?
Right. And not only that, but you be playing so many roles around the crib, with your children, with your wife, with your family, with your parents. It's so many roles we play. Sometimes it's very hard to figure out who am I.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You might know who you want to be, but it's kind of difficult to determine sometimes who am I, because you need I think as a the hardest role I think in the world to play is to be a black man. A lot of people say, you're a man. Oh yeah, okay. But being a black man is a little bit different, because being a black man, you're in a constant search to be respected.
Yeah. Demand to be respected. You demand to have that respect. And for those who don't get that respect, they fight with their ego. So they have these ego trips. To toddlers, we call that temper tantrum. When you're adult, we call that an ego trip. You tripping out. You need to take a chill pill. You need to sit down and and chill out for a second. So as an adult, when you're not respected, what are the lowest things you would do as an adult to get respected? Would you take respect? Would you demand respect? Would you snatch respect? Would you mistake respect as fear? So, because you lack getting respect, you put fear in others to demand respect, and you became a bully, or you became something even worse.
No, those are some deep thoughts, man. Because see, again, those are the roles, because you constantly in that arena for respect. I know. Given my age, I went through varied stages of respect,
Mm-hmm.
and being a black man is very difficult. My father used to say is that women and homosexuals, they get, it's easy for them because they get fucked,
Right.
But he said as a man you get fucked over, and there's a difference. There's a difference because as a man, I remember back in the day, when I first went away to university, I grew up on the south side of Chicago, growing up on the south side of Chicago, wasn't around no white folks except maybe a few teachers in school.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got to Illinois, down in Urbana, the first day I was there, I'm crossing the street and a car full of white folks come back, nigga. Oh yes. Oh, they used to love to do that. They wouldn't stop, but they would yell it out, and so that was when I was what, 19 years old, and beginning in 1969 when I went to Illinois, up until today, it's always been that struggle. How you doing, Doraville?
What's up, Doraville?
It's always been that struggle. It's always been that struggle to be given in a sense respect. But you brought up an important issue, is that sometimes respect isn't given, and then so some people try to take respect. When I used to, but is that fair?
That's a good question. Is it fair? And does it? Another question is, does it work? So, not being able to receive respect in a natural way, you demand respect, and you become this evil monster.
Yeah.
Of snatching respect from people, putting fear in their heart. So that's why I said some people get respect and fear kind of messed up, because when they lose respect, they never had respect, they mistaken that with fear. Let me turn up this volume. I had to go into the mic then. Let me go. Thank you, Doraville.
Yeah, but the thing is, this is that it's very difficult to me, and I think it's very difficult to really get that all the time, because that's what a lot of gangbangers, I think, back in the day when I was growing up, a lot of gangbangers felt that they could give respect by by the barrel of a gun. Is that could hem you up somewhere?
Yeah, I believe that. Even in the music, they demand respect. So it's certain, I would like to say, rituals in the music business that they do on a underground scheme, other than the mainstream. So you're right about that. So yeah, the respect levels, when you don't get it in many levels, it affects the person, the characteristics of the person, big time.
But how you doing, that Black Lyron and Professor X? But then when you think about it, is that fair? Is that fair? Because I know back in the day when I used to, when I went to Illinois, Urbana, the first thing I did, a lot of people would say, a lot of white people say, Clyde, why are you always going up and down alleys? And I said, well, hey, back in Chicago, that's how you move, Got to know how to got to know how to flip over a gate. I mean, damn, man. Shit, I was Chicago in Urbana, man. When after 6 months after going to school, when Christmas came and I came home, I was kind of a little nervous in the community in the hood. But I got over that. But you do.
Oh yeah.
You used to running down. Well, I used to be. I don't know about like I live in the. I can't live. I don't live all the way in Chicago anymore. But in Chicago, you had to learn them alleys, man. You had to learn how to jump a fence.
You had to, yes.
And you had to learn how to jump a 6-foot fence in less than 5 seconds. That mean
even if you don't sell or drugs,
yeah,
or whatever, if you see a bunch of black folks running, you run.
Yeah,
because the police they were pinning shit on you. They were just pinning stuff on you. And it's just because you was around. You was just the wrong place, wrong time. You don't want to have that on your back, so you run. So in the apartments where we grew up at, you can jump the gate, or if you were skinny enough, you can slide through the gate. You know what I'm saying? So we'll be running. I'll slide through that sucker real quick. Others will jump the gates or whatever. I know how to jump a fence, man. Jump a patio. Go hide inside somebody. Laundromat. So yeah. The ways of maneuvering through the alleys of the apartments. Because in the city of Houston, we have streets where there be a line of apartments on one side of the street and a line of apartments on the other side of the street. So you got to know what routes to go through, and then also in Texas and Houston, we have what we call Indian trails, where there's a bunch of walk trails that it'll kind of lead you to different spots and different locations. So if you're driving, you will miss it. You know what I'm saying? But hey.
Yeah, I didn't wife rock, yeah, but that's the thing, man. You had to kind of I mean, man, I remember some nights trying to get home, I know y'all probably saw this movie, and
what's that?
It's some gang. That's a nice bag.
Nah, that wasn't a bag. That's my mic, man.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, my microphone. I got it in leather, and yeah.
Oh, shit, man. That's why they call you the genius shit.
Yeah. It got all kinds of rubies and stones in there to help me do what I do as I record. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hey, well, that's cool, man.
Yeah. But what you were saying about that movie?
No, I was saying it was this movie came out back in the 80s when these gangbangers was trying to get home. And that's how it used to be sometime, man. You go to the wrong spot. You go to the wrong spot, man. You're trying to make it home, and the police searching you. The gang. Oh man, you had to know how to run, and I knew I could fight, man. I was real quick. I beat the hell out of you with my fist. But by the time you get in 5th grade, it ain't no more fighting, man.
Nah.
By the time you get in 5th grade, the other guy got this. And so then
yeah. Well, you grew up at, God dang, that's rough.
Oh man, you got to remember, like any gang with like the Disciples, they was blue and black, and the Blackstone Rangers, they was red. And if you know, every city, every gang, you got your black and blue, and you got your red. They all came from Chicago gangs, man. They can call themselves the Bloods and the Crips out in California. They ain't nothing but the Disciples and the Blackstone Rangers. And then you're gonna find, in a sense, that the group that's got the red color, they usually hooked up with a Spanish gang, and they all in the drugs and shit. And then the blue gang, the blue or the black gang, they always in the wilding. Like the black and blue gang in Chicago is the Disciples. They always in the wilding, They don't. Oh yes, they just go and just mess up ish. The Blackstone Rangers, the El Rukins, Four Corner Hustlers. They all about selling drugs and stuff. You You probably saying, "Damn, Dr. Winters, you know a lot about the game." Shit, I was teaching high school, baby. You better know what's going on.
I know that's right, cause from what my wife say, they'll put you in the classroom with a rival, and you don't know what's going on, and a fight can break out in the middle of your classroom, and you're like, "God, didn't know none of this." So yeah, you got to know what's going on. But Chemistry Black Magic say, how do y'all stay focused knowing y'all live in a matrix?
How do you stay?
Ah,
How do you stay focused? That's a good question. I think Chemistry Black Magic, you stay focused. Is that you had to kind of create your own environment. You had to create your own world. Yeah, you're in the matrix, but at the same time, you got to stay in and stay out, because granted, the majority of your experience is in the matrix, but the matrix only control you when you don't know who you are. That's why, who am I? It's you trying to be who you are. How do you deal with the matrix, Yoshi?
great question. So my matrix consists of ones and zeros. And I know that if you meditate hard enough, you're able to break through and see different formats of this dimension. Now, with that said, knowing that I'm in this matrix, but I created offspring in this matrix, I have a different purpose. Now, if I was single in this matrix, who knows what I'd be doing? And if I had no children, who knows? But because I have a child, and that child is a reflection of me, and I'm feeding this little device information to better himself, to become a better projection of me, then in this matrix, how I maneuver through it, I really try to stay relaxed. I have to understand at all times that this is something that is in my control. When it's out of my control, it's time to go back on that shadow work that we always talk about. Do some meditation, do some self-reflecting, find out what's going on, because what I learned from Dr. Gabriel Oibo is whenever I present a problem, he says, well, let me create a formula for it. And he deals with numbers. So he's a mathematician. So Dr. Gabriel Oibo, in case y'all don't know, he's the mathematician who created Gij, comma J equals 0, Geiger, and Geiger. And with that, he deals with a lot of numbers. And so he comes up with a formula. Now, I can relate that formula to real life. So if there's a problem in your life and you saying, man, I don't have enough time to do this. Well, it's not that you don't have enough time. It's how can you manage your time to do whatever it is that you feel that you're lacking in your department that you need to be more successful in. So breaking down your time, breaking yourself down, and breaking simplicity down in the matrix, knowing that you can control these numbers, and also knowing the Zokin calendar helps me out a lot, knowing that I'm on the right numbers, on the right calendar, on the right time, knowing that I have the right research in this matrix, because in the matrix they have different coding, and the coding is their coding of books and knowledge tries to override the truth of the real McCoy, Dr. Clyde Winters. So he's one of the people in the matrix that's processing the information and coding, and he's putting the correct coding into the computers to where everything in your processor will work at full speed. So he's giving us that HDMI, that 4K, that goddamn me Ethernet speed, directed, connected straight to our mental. So yeah, that was a perfect question to ask about the matrix with Yoshi, because I get real deep with that, man.
Well, hey, you got to get deep, because like you said, you got to You got to use Gagut or the God principle.
You got to.
Spiritual essence equals zero. I never change, remain the same. My respect for nature and my brain. The Black American experience is the most traumatizing experience that any other human has ever experienced. PTSS, RBT, SIV, B68, HF, and RBF. Racial battle fatigue. How many times was my family wept because they can't see? Slaughter us on camera, offer us help. And I see us saying master help. Imposter syndrome, dead nature's they never wanted the mean, just wanted our wealth. Lazy, pathetic, inbred. Criminals, murderers, have dead. Straight out to Ice Age on another masquerade. With one purpose to divide and conquer. Most of us come from a sunken place. Shadow work will return us back in shape. Back then, even now, they still the best. And I upgraded and I remain the best of best. Can't keep us from thinking. On the cool, we let they ship sinking. No religion, sex addiction, food addiction, death addiction, substance, self-help addiction.
You know, it's that's right. You know, Gagut, the God theorem in a sense that explains everything. You know, but you know, this matrix is a itch because I was reading this. I was reading this article and they was talking about do we live in a synthetic environment? You know, they talked back in the day about the Mandela effect, that certain things that we thought we saw that never existed, and some things that they claim that we may have saw. You know, they talked about, that people that they called the Mandela as opposed to dad while he was in jail.
Right.
But then later, in a sense, he was in a sense, he was freed. And he became the leader of the ANC. Now I've been subjected to the Mandela effect because I remember him dying, you know.
Right.
But the thing is that they say he died, so I'm going with the people now. Who am I?
I don't do the Mandela effect thing. Me personally, because it's just like, if somebody, it's so much stuff going on in the world, like they always try to do it with companies, like, the company name change. Well, it's so many advertisement companies that you're not gonna keep up with the spelling of every goddamn company, every book that come out. You know, what looks like something you may register it different in your head, calling something what's the name? Whataburger. And out of here in Houston, we got Whataburger, and it's really what a burger. So we call it Whataburger, almost like Waterburger, but it's what a burger. But you let someone tell it and put it in the Mandela effect, they're gonna say, you remember Waterburger spelt their franchise Waterburger, and now they call it what a burger. Wow. And you're going to have a bunch of people, because with everything, you're going to have a bunch of people say, I do remember that. I do. And that's how you start a new Mandela effect. So
in other words, you think that sometimes we're deceiving ourselves, or sometimes we want to see things a certain way, you know?
Well, this is what I learned. I can't prove to you what you've seen, nor can you prove to me what you've seen, unless I've seen what you've seen at the same time that you've seen it. Mm-hmm. You dig it? But even with me being around saying that I've seen what you've seen at the same time that you've seen it, I still have to have another person who's seen what you've seen to back up what I've seen, and then that person cannot be under the influence in a sense. So,
but if I can see what you've seen, and then we both can see, damn, JP, help me out, JP, help me out. No, but you're absolutely correct, because you're absolutely correct, though, Yoshi, because they've done studies and they found that when people saw the same event when they reported it, they saw things different. How you doing, Jalen Prasad?
Jalen.
You know, and when they did perceive it, they still saw different things. They didn't see this. They didn't see the same thing. You know.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And you know, we can go like with the research when they try to research the stuff that you researched, and they have so many different perceptions on what you have broke down. So with all of that books and all that knowledge that they did on trying to create something that wasn't what it was, and they got merchandise behind it, TV shows, cartoons, they done fed it to the kids, put it in here, put it in there, and then here you put out the real deal Holyfield. So yeah, that'll piss some people off in a sense, and but being authentic and showing who you really are and knowing what you really know, it breaks that ice, and that's what I love about all this. So break through the matrix, y'all. Y'all can break through this matrix. It's easy. Well, can't say it.
I don't know if it's really easy, you know, because being
it ain't
who,
that easy.
You know, because being who you are is very hard. It's very deceptive. How you doing, Anthony? And it's very hard because things happen, you know, because you know it's just like growing up in Chicago. Growing up in Chicago, you see so many cold things. You see the way they treat people, and you know, sometimes we'll never know people. Sometimes we read in the newspaper, and then you're always saying, "Who am I?" Oh, like it was a girl named Marcy who was murdered, and this girl named Marcy. You know, when you look at the when you see it written in the newspaper or you see it on TV, then you sometimes wonder, what about her? What would her life been like? Like it was a girl in Chicago named Marcy, and you have to think about this. For example, here's something that happened to Marcy.
Now, she was only a teen. She was only a teen, Ashe. He came out the darkness and attacked her. She had to face him in court, Ashe. But remind you, she was only a teen, Ashe. Oh, this is the story of Marcy. Marcy, feel so much pain right now. I try not to let it show. Marcy, something that they could prevent. I wish that they could have known. Marcy, why I have to see him now? In 10 years they said I'm free. Marcy, tell me what you want now. Why won't they let me be? Marcy, where do we go from now? Mama, I can never heal. Marcy, so much pain it caused. I don't wanna be here in tears. You okay? Tell me that you okay, Marcy. Tell me that you okay. Tell me that you okay, Marcy. Tell me that you okay. Tell me that you okay, Marcy. Tell me that you okay. Tell me that you okay, Marcy. Never lived out a teen. She never lived out a dream. You took it away.
I resist the essence of a child. Now we see the fool, the known pedophile. Watch him all stand trial as he mock and hate. Seeing him once again sealed Marcy's fate. Pure evil. These people. Pure evil. These people.
Feel so much pain right now. I try not to let it show. Marcy, something that they could prevent. I wish that they could have known. Marcy, why I have to see him now? In 10 years they said I'm free. Marcy, tell me what you want now. Why won't they let me be? Marcy, where do we go from now? Mama, I can never heal. Marcy, so much pain it caused. I don't wanna be here in tears.
You know, a lot of people think that we always think that we can just break away from stuff. We sometimes feel that, okay, you say, who am I? And who am I to this or who am I to that? And then sometimes you say, if you just think your way out of it, you can think your way out of the matrix. But sometimes when things affect you so negatively, it's kind of hard. Growing up as a black man, I was very egocentric. What I mean by that is that I didn't think about the other side. I didn't think about what women go through. I always thought about, hey, my main mind is on trying to make sure I don't get killed in the damn street. But now, and as I became older, I started seeing that women are always being threatened. Women are always, people feel they can do whatever they want to a woman. Family members feel they can rape you. People in the street, they see you, they feel they can rape you. Well, I heard in Atlanta now, if you're a young man and out too late at night, you might get raped by some brothers in sandals. But I don't know about that. That's what I heard. But and so then when you think about Marcy, this is very important. People about Marcy.
What's that now?
Can you tell the family about Marcy?
Yeah. So it's a heartwarming story, and it's about a young girl. I'll put it in the chat right now, the Tubi video. So a producer reached out to me, and shout out to you, brother Willie D. And he directed a film, and the film was about a young girl named Marcy, and Marcy was walking alone, and a big old dude came out and he raped her. And later on, they went to prosecute him, and she had to face him in court.
Mm-hmm.
And by her facing him in court, he would look back and he would mock her. He would do little silly stuff to her to egg her on in court. He was charged 10 years, right? But during that process of court, it really hurt Marcy to where she ended up taking her life. It was too much pressure for her to see him and revisit him again. I can relate to that big time because I also have a daughter, a stepdaughter, which I consider my daughter. She was that happened to her by her biological. So the pain that she had to intake to go to court and revisit him again, knowing that he's being charged, knowing that she told, and she have to revisit this goon, this goblin, this creature, and he laughs and gets sentenced and get released. You see? And get released. And with my daughter, her pedophile is out right now, released, able to move about the country. This guy right here that did that to Marcy, he's being freed, I believe, this year or next year. How dirty is that? Now, this happened to this young little girl up in Chicago. I'm way up in Houston. But the story was so impactful to me that I had to write a story about it. And it really touched me that Marcy allowed me to channel in on her spirit, her conscience, and bring that essence in that song and put it together. So that's the story of Marcy. Y'all check it out on Tubi. I'm gonna put it up in here real quick again. It's a Tubi movie, and y'all go and check it out. Real beautiful, real touching, and it's true. And so they have a Marcy. So this in particular incident went all the way to the White House, and this was at the time when the Obamas was in office, and Michelle Obama, she was intrigued by the story, so she backed her up on it, and
Wow.
they wanted to create a law called Marcy's Law. And Marcy's Law will allow victims to not have to revisit.
Was it a national or just an Illinois law?
They trying to make it a national law.
Okay.
So they're going. They went to the Supreme with it and everything. So they're really trying to get everything out and running. They have a lot of campaigns running. The mother of the child that happened to, she also have some GoFundMe's and things of that nature. So I don't know if y'all can see that, but I'm gonna
push it a little bit closer. We can see it a little bit more. Yeah, there. Yeah, yeah. Elizabeth Gerald. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Yeah, it's hard to see, but I try to give it to y'all. Go to my Patreon. I send y'all all that information. But they got this right here is for Elizabeth Gerald. That's the mother. In 2022, she was awarded Lifetime Achievement Award. That's the award, right?
Yeah.
Once again, y'all can't see, but it's there. But
I'm gonna play that video one more time.
Go ahead, brother.
Now, she was only a teen, Ashe. He came out the darkness and attacked her. She had to face him in court. Ashe. But remind you, she was only a teen. Ashe. This is the story of Marcy. Marcy, feel so much pain right now. I try not to let it show. Marcy, something that they could prevent. I wish that they could have known. Marcy, why I have to see him now? In 10 years they said I'm free. Marcy, tell me what you want now. Why won't they let me be? Marcy, where do we go from now? Mama, I can never heal. Marcy, so much pain it caused. I don't wanna be here in tears. You okay? Tell me that you okay, Marcy. Tell me that you okay. Tell me that you okay, Marcy. Tell me that you okay. Tell me that you okay, Marcy. Tell me that you okay. Tell me that you okay, Marcy. Never lived out a teen. She never lived out a dream. You took it away.
Cannot resist the essence of a child. Now we see the fool, the known pedophile. Watch him all stand trial as he mock and hate. Seeing him once again sealed Marcy's fate. Pure evil.
As a man, it's kind of, as a man, I'm not going to tell a lie. It's kind of very hard. You know, I can be empathetic, sympathetic, but I can't. It's very difficult for me to put myself into her shoes, because I feel I should be able to kick your ass. You know, you fuck with me, I'm gonna kick your ass. I feel, or I might get beat up, but I'm gonna try to fight back. Well, now I got 21 seconds, so anybody can whoop my ass. But when I was younger, that was a different story. But the thing is, this is that it's to me what makes the Marcy story so sad is that, you know, who am I to say that everything is going on fine in the world when I'm I'm living my life. You living your life, but there's other people who living in terror, and not only do they live in terror, but they had to go to court and they had to relive terrible experiences, and to me that's kind of horrible. I mean, when you go to court, I used to teach at county jail, and I taught at county jail in Division I. That was the main division for the murderers and all that type of stuff. And and then while I was teaching, I became familiar with dead eyes. It's dead eyes,
right?
And it's some people in a sense, their eyes don't say nothing. They can look at you and their eyes don't say nothing. Most of the time, your eyes say a lot, man. but these dead eye people, they can look at you and they don't. Their eyes show no emotion. Their eyes show no. Their eyes are just dead. And you just don't. Some people they have such an emptiness. They have such an emptiness. And if you were to ask them, who they are, I don't know. Maybe they can project, or maybe they can somehow, move away from having any feelings about the things that happen in their life, because it's just sad, is that I feel that I have a conscience, and because I have a conscience,
eat you up.
Yeah,
And with that said, she has a movement, y'all. It's called the MJG movement. And I want y'all to go look that up. Certified MJG movement. And it's a charity to help all the little girls out there who have been abused. There's so many out there, that have been, because see, one thing I learned about the spirits is when you've been molested, your spirit, it feel like it's been tainted. Like I can feel it. It's hard to move past it. That's what I want to say. When you remember how I tell everybody about their traumas, and I say go through your shadow work and do your shadow work. Well, in particular event, when you relive this one is not something you could write on a paper, write their name, and then go bury it, or do a voodoo spell on, and it'll go away, or you can talk to the ancestors and try to get them to get that out of your vision, because for the simple fact is, a lot of the women who was abused like that, they go it's like three ways. They either go into hiding in Great Depression, they commit suicide, or they stand up. And when I say when they stand up, a lot of them speak up for the ones that that can't speak up for themselves. So they do they do talk shows or whatever, and they bring awareness to the audience, just like how I did with the song, just like how Dr. Clyde is doing with presenting it to y'all about Marcy, is bringing that awareness out there, is letting y'all know to stay focused, protect yourself at all times, because there are grizzly bears, lions, and predators in these streets that is lurking on not only our children, but also the elders as well, and anybody in between. So anybody can get it, if you're not protected enough. And when I say protected, I want to tell y'all this, like how Dr. Clyde explained to me. You protect yourself by prayer, by praying over, you have the protection over you against the seen and unseen, all the evil. So having that prayer is that armor of protection. And so, and bringing this awareness out. So like I said, there's three ways it could go. It can be suicide, it could be depression, or the women would stand out and stand forth. Now, I met women that have been in that situation where they do like channeling with you and stuff, or like healing and all that. And me, honestly, I believe that if you ever been in that position to where your essence have been taken, I don't think that you can successfully heal another person fully. Now, you can heal somebody that haven't been through. No. You can heal somebody that's been through what you've been through, to push that out of them. If you have went through that process, which is a hard process, you got to be a tough woman to relive that situation and go through it, and be able to go through others and push it out of them. But from what I know spiritually, someone who has been through that, it's very hard to heal spiritually another person, especially another median that can feel their pain or feel what they're going through, because we're energy, right? So if she's trying to heal me and she been through that, nine times out of 10, you're gonna relive her experience unconsciously.
But I know a lot of people who become a lot of boys and girls. Sometimes because they were molested at an early age, they credit that with making them become confused about their gender.
That plays a major
of
part.
yeah.
That plays a major part. A lot of the older LGBT people will tell you their experiences, they have been molested a lot. 9 times out of 10, I say 10 out of 10, the majority of them, the elders who are teaching this and bringing this on to the kids, and like putting it out there and behind the media with it, and putting it on, a lot of them will not tell y'all that it's trauma related. It's because they was raped, or something happened to them, being molested, or even verbal deconstruction can hurt a child. So you know how they say sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can never hurt me. Well, keep calling a kid a bitch 24/7. That kid is gonna grow up feeling like they a bitch. They gonna do bitch shit. I see that now with the music. So we was taught that the words can't affect our living, but put that word in motion and it does affect your living. So you are what you listen to, in a sense. So if everybody out there, if y'all feel that song that I put out, Marcy, and y'all can understand and relate to it in a sense, or y'all can feel the pain through that song, then I say to y'all that y'all have it. Y'all have the essence. Y'all have that vibe. Y'all have that B1 in y'all to know what's right and what's wrong. And we have to all make this, aware to everyone in every situation, because rape ain't cool, man. That shit ain't what's up. That shit
Rape
gotta stop. That shit dirty, man.
And see, rape is about violence. Even if it's another guy raping a guy, it's all about violence. It's all about control. And Black Magic says, Chemistry Black Magic says,
yeah,
he says it's never too late to get justice. I don't know what is justice after you've been violated. Is it any way to get justice? Is it any way to move on? We always talk about go get a psychiatric care and they can help you. But is it I don't know. I've never been exposed to it.
It's hard, dude.
How do you get over it?
My daughter had to go through psychiatric, care and counselors and stuff. That stuff, it works so much, but you don't want your child to be handicapped. You don't want to put something that they depend on, that it become a crutch for the rest of their life, they need someone to talk to as of a counselor, someone they could trust. But I think that if there's a will, there's a way, just like the Marsy's Law, to prevent a lot of this from happening with the victims. They want to create a way of where the victim doesn't have to be in the same courtroom as the predator, so the effect won't be so tough on them and so rough. So it can work one or two ways, because if the judges go by your emotions, then this ain't gonna work for the judge in a sense, per se, because I think they look for that reaction on what's real, and because the court got to see if the woman is telling the truth. Because if the woman can just accuse people of doing things, you see how this plays.
It's complicated, very
It's
complicated.
complicated, because women, as much as I love y'all and I want to protect y'all can be deceivious, and do some devious shit too, just like men, and
just like now,
yeah.
just like now, right now, you almost, to me, you almost have to have, if you're going to have sex with somebody, casual sex, you almost have to have them sign. Even if they sign the paper, it may be wrong, because now they say even if you get butt naked, get in the bed, and the guy penetrates you, that if the woman says get out, and that's rape, and the thing is, this is that it's to me it's getting to be outrageous, but to me, I really feel almost, even though I didn't take this when I was young, but it's almost like you really need to just wait until you're in a marriage relationship, before you get engaged.
The family, at least until you get to know the family. God dang it! So it won't be no rape. Family can say, "Nah, I know him. I mean, we met this dude. The dude been forever, dude. So I mean, I don't know, dude, but there's a lot of boy who cried wolf, in this situation. So, but I'm aiming for that law to take effect. I would love for the Marsy's Law to take effect, because I seen what it did to my daughter. So I seen, by her being in court, being around him, and the effects that it had after that court. See, the judge don't have to live with the victim, and the lawyers don't have to live with the victim. It's the parents that gotta come home and make sure they're eating, make sure they're all right, because it ain't like Marsy's mom didn't check on her 24/7. She checked on her, and at this one particular point, she went in the back and she committed suicide.
Yeah.
So, it was unexpected, but everybody knew she was going through a lot, just like with my daughter. The whole family knows what she's been through. And even now, she's in that state of mind to where my son is asking questions, and he's like, what's wrong with, and I'm like, she'll be all right. It's hard to explain, because what do I tell my son? So by me creating this song, and I'm gonna create a visual behind it, with the help of my brother Willie D, we'll create some visuals behind it, and we can bring this out even further, and it can open the door for kids as well to, when they ask these questions, you can give them that answer and let them know, well, that's why we tell your ass to go in the house. That's why we tell you not to talk to strangers.
Yeah.
That's the reason why we tell your ass don't just be around anybody. That's the reason why we say you can't be at everybody's house. That's the reason
And
why
spend
we
the
say
night. That's right.
you can't spend the night. That's the reason why we say everybody ain't your friend. That's the reason why we say stranger danger. So that song for the children can open up a lot of great questions for protection. Shout out to Just Eve out there. She has a class of the FBA Sunday school, where they teach the children their Black history, their essence. They teach the children who they are, And I truly believe, Baba Clyde, the more of us you know and research, the stronger you are. And I'm saying you get their spirits in a sense. So learn about as many heroes, inventors. So if there's anything out there y'all want to do, y'all can do it if you study under someone like-minded that has been through it already, and you can get that energy. You can ride on that energy, and that energy, forget a Buterol, forget all that, man. Tap into them spirits, man. And I'm living proof. This song wasn't premeditated. When I created this song today, yeah, I created the song today. When I created this song today, I don't know, man. She just called me, and I just felt like I had to write about it, and I hope I did it justice. I hope I'm not the first. I hope I'm not the last. I hope that there's many Marcy songs out there, men speaking up for the women and bringing this awareness. Also, Tupac created a song called "Baby Don't Cry." I hope you keep your head up even when the road is hard. Never give up, baby. Don't cry. I hope you keep your head up even when the road is hard. Never give up. And that song is about a young girl being molested as well. And he put himself inside her shoes. And if you listen to this Marcy song that I did, I actually wrote in first person on the hook. So I wrote in first person on a hook, and then I wrote from a outside third party on the judgment of the character of the male, and then I went back to first party.
And so you wrote that today, and you made the pictures today?
Yeah, I wrote that today and did that today. I mixed and did my pre-mastering on it today, and the concept, like I said, it came natural. It wasn't nothing to think about. I already knew the story. So it came natural. It just floated. It floated, man, right off the tongue, man.
Well, I'm gonna play it one more time. Maybe this is too many.
Now, she was only a teen, Ashe. He came out the darkness and attacked her. She had to face him in court. But remind you, she was only a teen. This is the story of Marcy. Marcy, feel so much pain right now. I try not to let it show. Marcy, something that they could prevent. I wish that they could have known. Marcy, why I have to see him now? In 10 years they said I'm free. Marcy, tell me what you want now. Why won't they let me be? Marcy, where do we go from now? Mama, I can never heal. Marcy, so much pain it caused. I don't wanna be here in tears. You're okay. Tell me that you're okay, Marcy. Tell me that you're okay. Tell me that you're okay, Marcy. Tell me that you're okay. Tell me that you're okay, Marcy. Tell me that you're okay. Tell me that you're okay. She never lived out a teen. She never lived out a dream. You took it away.
Cannot resist the essence of a child. Now we see the fool, the known pedophile. Watch him all stand trial as he mock and hate. Seeing him once again sealed Marcy's fate. Pure evil. These people. Pure evil. These people.
Feel so much pain right now. I can never heal. So much pain it caused. I don't wanna be here in tears.
You know, this is it is so important that we think about how other people feel. You know, because see, I think for many of us, we've lost that ability to be empathetic. You know, but see, who am I? Who am I? We should always remember that when you think about who you are, what about that other person? How do they feel? What's happening? You know, just to be able, in a sense, to for you as an artist, for you to be able, in a sense, to bring something alive like that, I think it's very important because see, there's so many people that are being hurt, so many people out there that are being abandoned. And then I think that when you can take your artistic talents and be able to provide us with a story that relates to a human being. And see, this is who it is that we need to recognize, we need to understand, we need to know that there's all type of people out there, some good, but sadly many that are bad.
Yeah, many that are bad, and we gotta protect our children at all costs. You know,
Yeah.
don't let them kids stay at them people house. Um, my daughter asked to stay at her biological father house. My wife was like, nah, she don't need to stay over there. And my wife dad was like, nah, let him go ahead and stay over there. She let her stay over there. She need to be with her dad, and her grandmother need to be around him and everything. Not knowing that he did that to, I think, most of his daughters. He have like 3 of them. He did that
What?
to all 3 of them. And
Wow.
none of them, none of the mothers spoke up. So when it was time for us to go to trial, none of the mothers wanted to participate in this because they had enough of it. They didn't want to relive it.
But how were they reliving it? It was their damn kid who suffered, not them.
Because my wife relived it, hearing it in court. And, see, that's the thing, Baba. When, your kids go through something and they're in court, and a stranger, which is a judge, is asking them to talk about an incident, and they have to give in details that something that they couldn't really tell you, and they got to tell it in front of everybody. You dig what I'm saying? So it affects the parent more than I think a lot of anybody outside the child. That parent go through it even more, even with Marcy. So her mother is running these campaigns, and she got to relive this story every time.
Yeah.
Remember when I told y'all, I said there's only 3 kind of women whenever they go through this. And with the men, they go through this as well. They can either be gay, they turn real gay, or they be real secretive to themselves and doing some secret shit, or they off themselves, kill themselves.
Yeah. No, sometimes they become predators.
They become predator. I didn't add that. They become predator, and I think that's part of that second one with the creepy shit that I said they do behind the scenes. They have their own um thing that they got going on, the fascination that they have, and it's part predator creepy, but they don't act on it. It only becomes a thought. So being aware of these people, it's hard to tell who is who, especially nowadays. People are dating on the internet and doing a lot of internet social dating. And we had that in our other show. Y'all go and check that out about dating, about the stranger dangers of dating, and how people can catfish you, how people can manipulate themselves. And I really believe, Baba, that you really got to be with somebody and stay with somebody before you get married. You need to stay with that person like 2 or 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, forget that chopping it up on the phone. You need to do that first to break the ice, chop it up on the phone. But then when it come to real relationship, I think that staying with one another, knowing that you can withstand that other person's habits and then y'all get y'all first conflict, I think that really breaks the ice in a relationship. But yeah.
But it's interesting is that I don't, I guess a lot of times I think it's complicated because to me, usually if you're a guy, you know if you want to be with a woman after 3 months. After 3 months, you know if you want to be with her or not. That's what I believe. I believe it don't take long, and that I think that living with somebody, maybe it can help you, but if somebody is a pretender, they can pretend for 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years. I was thinking about this basketball player, Shaq. I was thinking about Shaq, how Shaq his former wife, who had 4 of his kids, came out and said that she didn't love him, and then she clarified with that issue about I wasn't in love. But it's so how do you really know? How do you really know the emotions of people? How do you know why you're really with that person? What is it? What do you say? If you could be with somebody, you have 4 children by him. Okay, yeah, he was a millionaire, so you may have wanted to get your claws. But if you were with somebody and they had 4 children, you had 4 children, and then you say, I didn't really love that person. That seems kind of complicated.
One thing, that celebrity life is different than our real lifestyle. So that's
you think so?
Man, I know so, man. Them people, they not, a lot of their relationship problems, they bring it out to us because they're looking for a story. Mm-hmm. Because in reality, a lot of them are already swingers. So a lot of them have premeditated marriages. A lot of them have people like Jennifer Lopez. My mother does not like Jennifer Lopez for nothing.
She don't like J-Lo.
J-Lo followers and listeners, if you out there.
Jenny on the block, baby.
Jenny on the block. My people don't like you, man.
Why not?
My mother followed her career, and if you know her career, I think I did a lot of convincing on why my mother don't like it too, how she's seen it. All right. Jennifer Lopez started off. Well, do you know how she started off?
Yeah, with Diddy and the rest of them. She was a dancer. Mm-hmm. And she became famous,
She was a background dancer for Keenen Ivory Wayans, the
I remember
Living Color. All right. So what we noticed that she piggybacked off the black culture big time. And then she had, I think, one of her movies, it was Money Train. And she dealt with a lot of, in her music, it was a lot of the black people at first, how she got in with Diddy, like you said, and she got in with the black culture. Once she got in with us, what she did was she switched to the Latino culture strictly. I'm not talking about Selena when she did that movie, her debut. I'm saying before the Selena and all that, she was up on our black culture and all that. So we witnessed her do that, and then she started pushing this Latino movement and stuff and not really putting us in a mix, not adding on to our struggle to say, nah, I gotta, my people too. You know what I'm saying? So she went strictly to Latinos, but Latinos didn't give a fat rat's coochie cat about her back in the Gap. We did. We pushed her up. So my mother didn't like that. Another thing that we see is when she did the Super Bowl, she had the documentary, and it was so fake. And she was with this America stuff and with the Latino pride and all that's going on with the blacks and all that was happening. So, we don't cut for J-Lo, and then her music is garbage. But that's another point. But we don't deal with her.
That's almost like what Tariq Nasheed. He's been a proponent of delineating, and he says that we should delineate in the sense is that he says that many black people, many black people who come from foreign countries like Puerto Rico, Jamaica, Africa, that a lot of times, in a sense, they play up their difference. They play up their difference, but then at the same time will ride off of FBA, Foundation of Black Americans, back to get somewhere. But then once they get there, they don't want to bring you in. I think it's like this Spanish girl. She always got to be the Spanish accent from New York. I forgot her name, but she gets on my nerves.
Who that?
The one who always got to act like she a down Latina sister.
Cardi B.
Not Cardi B. It's an older lady, and she been in movies, and now she claiming that brothers was trying to front her off, or did her wrong, and thing like that. It's just like it looks like a lot of times. Who am I to say that you should trust and love everybody when you got these people who come out of bag later? You be thinking you're down with them, then they come out of bag on you. It's kind of crazy.
You're right. Who do you trust? Who are you? You look in that mirror. What Michael Jackson say? I'm looking at the man in the mirror. Look at that man in that mirror, man. Yeah. Look at that woman in that mirror. What that reflection show?
Yeah.
What it tells you. What it tells you need to do.
I want to. I'm gonna show a few commercials for a couple of minutes. G-I-G, Mama J, equals zero. Now, G-I-G, Mama J, equals zero. Now, say it loud, louder and loud, let us all celebrate. G-I-G, Mama J, equals zero. Now, G-I-G, Mama J, we no beg, steal or borrow. We bury Jim Crow under the ground, and we no dig him up. This is the black man's time. Yes, this is the black man's time. Say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. Hey, yes, I'm here to let you know. Hey, I've just written a new book, History and Culture of the Black Aboriginals of America. Yes, I've written a new book. This book is called History and Culture of Afro-Americans. It's about the Aboriginal Americans. It's about the first people who inhabited America. Many people don't know about our great culture, this super culture that we created, but I discussed this book. In 489 pages, you'll find out so much information, great information, about, in a sense, what the Aboriginal foundational Black Americans did. You're going to see, in a sense, that Black people contributed much here. When the first Europeans got here, that's what they found. Yes, they found Black Aboriginals inhabiting the Americas. It was the Black Aboriginals that built this country. This is why you had to get my book, History and Culture of the Aboriginal Blacks of the Americas. In this book, you will find out the truth. You will know what we created. You will know who we are. Get this book. Buy it now.
What's up, everybody? It's Eve. Follow me on Twitter and YouTube for space recordings and special live programs. 2024, we're doing things a little different if you haven't peeped game by now. So yeah, this is your chance. You can do it now if you want. Hit the bell here on YouTube at JustEveB, or find me on X at Justice4Just_Us. That's JUSTICE, 4 JUST_US. And if you feel so inclined, support my channel and the work we do over here. The Cash App and Patreon links are in the description. Black first.
Today is the day. We need to homeschool our children due to white supremacy. In many states, education departments are passing laws to deny our children from learning the history of foundational Black Americans. Today, you can learn how to organize and teach your children in a homeschool.
in my book, A Guide to Homeschool Foundational Black Americans. You can use my book, History of Blacks in America from Prehistory to 1877, to teach our children their history here in the United States. You can use my book to teach world history. And this book I've written is called The World History of the Black World. This will teach your children about every Black civilization in the world. Get this book. The time is now. Get these books to teach your children about their greatness, to prevent them from losing confidence in their own ability to learn and be successful future adults in employment and education.
Support Yoshi Mod Productions. Yoshi Mod, he can make your website. He can make anything. He can do the artwork. He can write the music. You got to contact the genius. This man can make whatever you're doing look great, look grand. Support Yoshi Mod Productions.
Since the gold touch her heart with a dinner rose. Shake the spirit one time, it gets old. She gon' take me out of space into another zone. Some spirit, she ain't messing with them petty hoes. Microwaves and cobalt us out of phone. Smoking in that vibe and smoking good on that drone. Call me eating out with the cuz all up in a fro. This queen approach, she gon' drop it low to the flow. You know she liquid gold with the alchemy in the bowl. Trippy super soda's the greatest tale never told. She gon' get you right, you can set up a point of goals. You gon' spend the night in the harmon out with your toes. You know she's super fine and the aura down to her bones. Super magic fairy, I'm lost in the rituals. She give me life like butterflies on the rose. Really rich and old, ain't nothing like cracker trolls. Hidden in the clothes, an extraterrestrial. And she never fold, drop crackers up in the throat. She drink your wine, she rock you up like a pole. And she spark my mind with intellectual pose. Shake butter oils and linger up in your nose. Independent goddess and rhythm up in the soul.
Yellow honey, drip slow, sweet agave, head to toe. Independent finance, wine, citrus mist. My Wonder Woman, I wonder how to.
Get some of that jewelry. Get some of that jewelry. You know, this is where it's at. This stuff is the fabulous jewelry that can have you looking good. Get your lady some of that stuff. Yeah. Get her some of that stuff, baby. Yeah. Get her some.
Supplemental learning for your mini. But you can learn too. Don't send your mini into the belly of the beast unarmed. Courses, practical math, language, the code, our story, and more. An institution founded by us, dedicated to us and our fight for justice. Here you will learn ways to combat the system using the same information they are trying to keep away from you. Welcome to FBA Sunday School.
The time is now. The time is now. Be supporting. Support some of these brothers. Support some of these sisters. This is how we can help each other, you know. We got to, you know, I mean, a lot of times, in a sense, every time you talk to a brother or sister, they broke. That's a damn lie. You're not broke all the time.
No.
You're not broke all the time. When I be driving, I be sometimes driving early in the morning, you know, and I'll be out there in a sense, and I see people running into Starbucks. You know, Starbucks, them coffees, you know, and they cost them maybe $7 to $12, $7 to $12. You know, I mean, you could take if you just spent your coffee money to support a brother, you know. Also, you guys, hopefully you can see Yoshimod's, you know, Cash App. This is it. This is it. Everybody should be able to send Yoshimod some money on their Cash App. You see, you know, 10, 5, 10, 12. This can help a brother produce. You see the stuff that he produces. You see the beautiful videos he produced. These things take money and they take time. Support Yoshimod. Support this brother. See, I mean, it ain't gonna hurt you to go ahead and Cash App him maybe $10, $20. It ain't gonna hurt you. Yes, you could do that, and you could still get your coffee at Starbucks tomorrow. Yep. But if you're like me and you go to the gas station, send up $5. But anyway, I go to the gas station. I get me cheap coffee at the gas station.
I know that's right. I make my own coffee. How about that?
Well, see, if you make your own coffee, still send some money. You can see right there. There it is. There's that Cash App right there, right down there, down yonder. Down yonder in the field, we go out and pick cotton every day. Oh, mammy, mammy, let your little Negro boy.
All my Patreon members, I really appreciate y'all. Even my new members, I really appreciate y'all. Y'all doing it for me. Y'all the reason why I can continue to do this work, put out the content that needs to be put out for y'all to hear, for y'all to see, for y'all to vibe with. You know, I hate to put y'all in these vibes, but I am a vibe of my own, and however I'm feeling is how I'm giving, you know. So right now I'm feeling like we need to take care of these children, you know. So I'm feeling like that at any given time, at any given moment, any given situation. I'm ready, man.
I'm gonna have to play your music, man, so they can see at any given time. This was produced by Yoshimod the Genius.
I'm out the ocean and I may be hollow. At any given time, I may be follow. I'm out the ocean and I may be hollow. At any given time, I may be follow. I'm out the ocean and I may be hollow. At any given time, I may be follow. I'm out the ocean and I at any given time, I may die. What's it that you don't want me to say? I've been big on my listen to me. Sometimes I feel like the lady I made. On my grandmother was in the maid. Left me behind and left me astray. What is the truth that was going on with me? Don't make me cool and just have a nice day. Some things are just easy to say. Wish you could stop me from breathing a day. Don't have no food and they swimming on me. Out in the ocean away from the bay. I've been drifting along far away. I went up in to keep them away. Say what you see, but I just cannot stay. Force me to lane and they want me to drink. Can't do the crime, they don't suit me. Mine, unfortunately, ain't got my sorrow. So many follow, living in hollow. Bring on the idol, listen to Carlo. Nothing to borrow, living the hollow. Shooting up Chrono, about the Carno. Zooming out your lungs in the eye. All known, seeing me as a pyramid. Hey, they tell me that is affirmative. I looked at Mississippi, got the hook to the ring. Too late to call it quits, that's what the mission is. We are the guinea pigs, music for feeling it. Tired of the silliness, no like I'm feeling it. Feeling we're killing it, feeling like feeling it. Swimming this message off of the shore into the abyss. Deep in, I'm in ocean and I may be hollow. At any given time, I may be followed. I'm out the ocean and I may be hollow. At any given time, I may be followed. I'm out the ocean and any given time, I may be followed. I'm out the ocean and I may be hollow. At any given time, I may die. Working for genie, what a fiend, take you to Feeny. How would they see me? Sleazy bikinis, nothing but weenies. Wearing a beanie, feeling bikini. Changing the scenery, changing the scenery. Show me your misery, so many lies of me. Probably got you on TV, believe me. Pulling your memories, killing the name. They never just admit that they got me. Machiavelli could have never been sloppy. We can see it's nothing but copies. Listen, cook up in that lobby. Billie Holiday just was a body. George Clinton committed them robberies. It seems he went for the lottery. This all falls in one category. We all call it a mystery. I'm the villain, you all see. Glory to those who all see. Put a grass set up like Eddie Murphy. No car crash, they just hating on me. Gotta make it come back like Bill Cosby. Kobe Bryant playing conspiracy. Get me back for taking a knee. But they just be canning me. Like a turban, hit when I'm swerving. Lactose cursing, sipping of a curved in. More laceration, installation, no motivation. Straight elimination, your animation, alienation, annihilation. All for the taking, taking like taking. Open faking, impersonation. Who you saving? Change like Raven. Send me David. Had to shake him. Who's a brave one? Now you craving. Even Jaden saving. Taylor paving. Who we faking? Harry make him misbehaving. We the brave men. Before we drown in the water, got a deep dive. I'm in the ocean and my baby hollow. At any given time, my baby follow. I'm out the ocean and my baby hollow. At any given time, my baby follow. I'm out the ocean and my baby hollow. At any given time, my baby follow. I'm out the ocean and my baby hollow. At any given time, my baby There's always one who just got rain. Came from the cave, from the bay, created the slave. Step out of water, fiction is harder. Why do they bother? Go on my head, first like a daughter. Same boat, same fate, only in slaughter. Still throw jet bro, same as a father. Justify life, should it be harder? For my nation, make things water. See how they come, all as one. Force me to gun, force me to the slum. Live up the crumb, from father's hung. Faces beyond, live as one. Betraying the nuns, speak for the young. Nobody's dumb, maybe just someone they young. Maverick approach, truth by Yojo. And the kind of will grow, just as the Ogo came off the old phone. E-I-E-I-O-E-O song. Turning the wheel until it's all gone. Gotta go deeper, dive with the people. Some turn lethal, neighbors is evil. Go for the right, give up on sight. Many despair, many beware. I see that I'm there, I see that I'm here. Ready with flares, calling out bad. Our genitals are here, we ain't losing, not disappear. As hard as my chin, deep dive. I'm in the ocean and my baby hollow. At any given time, my baby follow. I'm out the ocean and my baby hollow. At any given time, my baby follow. I'm out the ocean and my baby hollow. At any given time, my baby follow. I'm out the ocean and my baby hollow. At any given time, my baby.
Yes, yes, yes. At any given time, Yoshi Mod at any given time can make you some of the greatest work that you could ever imagine. The brothers out there, this is it, family. This is it.
Thank you, Karen.
You know, everybody, you know, just you know, understand that this out there to share the knowledge with you. But the thing is, this is that what you have to do is understand is that, you know, be ready to share some cash. You know, everybody should be able to drop some of that. There's the cash app right there on the screen. $. Damashe 999.
I didn't get it. They didn't hit me up, man. Why they didn't hit me up, brother?
Come on now, y'all. Come on now. Send this brother. Send this brother some cash app. We want to hit a bing, 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 bing. Come on now, y'all. Come on now.
I guess I don't get that. I guess I don't get
it. They gonna send you some cash apps. You know, it was somebody who said, Dr. Winters, you got some cheap people that listen to you. It's a lie. I know that's a lie.
It gotta be a lie.
It is people in a sense that can do this. You know, is that just go ahead and hit that cash app. Bam, hit it. Send it to Yoshi, because Yoshi, the things that he's doing for the family, the thing that he's doing that to help us in a sense to be able to express ourselves, to allow the culture. That's right. This brother is facilitating an understanding of the culture through his visuals. You know, they're not just colorful; they're also beautiful. They also, in a sense, allow you to understand what's happening in the real world. You know, we be always complaining about stuff like, you know, Sexy Red. My this is pink. My that is brown. But nigga, I don't like the way you sound. But anyway, that's Sexy Red. You know, that's Sexy Red. You know, but people buying that junk when we got beautiful videos. We got beautiful videos made by Yoshi Mod.
Money to make them videos.
Costs money.
Because whenever I go and generate a video, I'm downloading it from the internet and then I'm processing it and then I'm tweaking it. And every download that I get from AI, I got to pay for that. So just to let y'all know, FYI, the internet bill goes up every time I download. So I need it. You know, it's not a want. It's a need to keep me generating and keep me pumping, to keep me pushing back into the
culture.
The culture. Because it ain't like, all right, peep this out, fam. Y'all can go and look at the history and see how my videos changed. Our last show, I presented all them videos that I did, right? And you can see the progression in it. You can see the clarity in it. You can see where things are making sense. Things are adding up. You know why? It's because I invest in my equipment. I invest in whatever new technology comes about, just like Dr. Clyde Winters has to invest in the knowledge to get the research so he can do the research. He got to invest in these books. So join his Patreon, and that supports him. And that's the same with me. In order for me to generate these videos and keep around that curve and help y'all out, come on, man. You know, Karen been down since day one, and you know, out of the many, she's the only one that want to be in the class. So, you know, where y'all at with that? You know, so if y'all want to have I didn't even put a price on it. So I don't know if y'all fear helping, but you know, putting a small little price on it, a little fee on it, it just signifies it solidifies everything to where I know that if you support me, then you support. If you support me with money, that I know that you genuinely support me in anything that I do, because to put me and Dr. Clyde before food, or before that Starbucks, or before buying that club, a ticket to get in a club, or buying Netflix, paying for that a month. You know, you give me, or me and Dr. Clyde, some of your funds to help us out. That kind of, man, that makes me feel good, you know, because it's like the only people that I know that would give me money is my parents, you know, and the only reason why my parents would give me money because they don't want to see me out here starving. They don't want to see me out here doing bad. They feel like if I can give him something, it will get him through the next day and he don't have to worry about that. He can keep creating. And I feel like that in a sense with my community. So to all my Patreon members, I really thank y'all so much, because what y'all give to me, it's like a parent giving to the creator. It's helping that creator out, and it's funding that creator to get me where I need to go.
You know, so you know, you guys, come on now. Go ahead and Cash App. You got, most of y'all got a Cash App. Go ahead and Cash App, you know, Yoshi. So, you know, just show how you appreciate that he's out there trying to support the culture. Show Yoshi Mod that he, you know, because see, the thing is, this is that we all can do with being supported. You know, I have a nice Patreon, and my Patreon show, and my Thursday show, I had to get a lot of books and articles and things like that I have to do, and you know, because the fact, in a sense, Jada, thanks, you know, and because the fact, in a sense, that that I have to do this stuff, I'm always trying to make sure that I'm trying to get the latest stuff, and that costs money. You know, a couple of weeks ago, a week ago, Yoshi talked about all the various sites that he used to make his visuals and stuff. These things cost money. They cost money, you know, and you by you sending cash, cash out money.
Eve just sent me 5, man. Look, just Eve just sent me 5, but she hosts her own show, man. See, that's tight. Y'all can hear it is going off. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying with the support. You know what I mean? The support network. Family support, man. Constantly supporting. Send that in. So that helps me out. So what she sent me, she's gonna see it in the artwork and the visuals.
Yeah.
And that's just how I work, because what she did was when she donate, she gives me that time to create to where I can say, all right, let me go ahead and put my time in it now. Let me go ahead and put this in it now. I know it sounds weird to y'all to say this, that my yacht makes money move, or money makes my yacht move. But in that statement, it's true in a sense, because you put money behind somebody and they feel the will to create something. They feel the drive. Like if somebody say, man, Dr. Clyde, your next book, I'm gonna pay you $25,000, man. I'm gonna just do whatever you need to do. So look, Dr. Clyde never accepted. Hey, man,
Eve, I accept it. I accept it when it comes. I accept it. I always download it. So maybe it's some interference that they're trying to mess with. Because see, the thing is that I accept. I accept. Sarnetta. I was on Sarnetta's show, and I'm not going to tell you, man. When he asked people to send me Cash App, they blew my mind. I was on 2 shows, and his supporters blew my mind. They blew my mind.
Man, because, look, I was watching the show and I kept hearing your phone say bing, 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 and I'm like, dang, man, they hitting you up, man. They really support, and that's the support that we need on our show. Is that same energy, that same giving vibe that they have. And I hate to be sounding like one of them preachers out there, but on the cool, we actually putting our money behind our craft.
We putting it behind our craft.
You see it being put into y'all face, like it's being brought to y'all's, like the presentation. So with anything that we do, so Dr. Clyde, he came out with another book, and when he come out with another book, guess what? Y'all did it. Y'all helped them out. Y'all did. Y'all financed it. Y'all put it together. Now I want to do a I would get up on here and like put some out there like that GoFundMe stuff, but y'all, if anybody know GoFundMe, at the end of the day, you gotta break bread with GoFundMe. So it's a percentage they take, so you don't get everything. They need to have somewhere you can receive everything, so you can actually put it to use. So I'm working on that. I don't want the government in my business too much on what I need to do and blah blah blah, but what I'm saying to y'all is, if y'all know what me and Dr. Clyde go through, and y'all know that we do this research and we do the music and do the videos and we do these shows, these podcasts, Dr. Clyde do so many, and y'all know all that energy he put out here, it's only respectful enough for you to donate to the cause. Because saying it is one thing. Saying it is like, man, I got you. I do it. And, every show they get on here, I got you, man. I may do it. I may do it. I'm going to tell you this. When I was learning from Bobby Hemmett, I was one of many of y'all that didn't want to donate. So I was getting all that information, soaking it up, and I didn't give $1 to nothing. One day I gave that $1 and it felt different. I started receiving different things. It's almost like a spiritual donation. You dig what I'm saying? So it was like when I gave that donation from the lessons that I learned, I was like, thank you. And I was hoping that Bobby Hemmett received it, and he did.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And see, that's the whole point, is that Yoshimod is a lover of the culture. And not only is he a lover of the culture, he puts out these videos and other and images to let you know and feel the culture. Because see, it's one thing to talk about the culture, but see, we are a multi-sensory person. And because most people learn through a multi-sensory perspective, when Yoshimod takes the time to make visuals and make music, is that he's in a sense, he's reaching you from your eyes, from your ears, from your nose.
Right.
You can almost taste the culture,
right?
From his creation.
Thank you.
And so then that it's only fair that we send this brother some Cash App support, because see, it's not going to hurt you. It's not going to hurt you, family. $5-10, that's not going to hurt you.
It didn't hurt me. It helped me when I donated to Felipe,
Bobby Hemmett,
and Bobby Hemmett.
Yeah.
And I donated to you.
Thank you.
And it felt good. When I donated to you, it's like the ancestors. I don't never like to attach money to the spiritual world, but God damn it, it's attached. It was like when I did it, the attachment was even greater. Right. It's almost like if you purchase one of my songs and I recognize it and I know it, that attachment with me to you is a genuine attach. I know that you actually spent money with me at my store.
Right.
Because what I'm asking is, I have a store.
Yeah.
I have product. I have things to offer. I have things to create. I have things to give. This video today was a given. Now, all right. Now the video, the beat was done by Tons 5. Tons 5 sent me that beat, man. So he sent me that beat last night. And
was that for Marcy?
Yeah, Marcy. So he sent me that beat last night, and I heard the beat going to sleep. And when I woke up this morning, that's when I was like, let me hear that beat again. And I sat at the studio, and I'm like, God dang, man, this is pretty tight. This hit. Yeah, shout out to JP. See, JP, she spent money with me, man. I'm going to talk about that. Her sister needed a book cover, and I did a book cover, the front, back, and the spine for her, and I did it at a very low price, man, and she was cool with it, and she was so cool, she gave me a tip, man. Like, I ain't even, come on, man, because she knew that the work that I gave her exceeded the money, and that's what I'm telling y'all. The work that I do will exceed the money that you give, because when I got y'all, man.
See, just like what you have to understand is that when you make a Cash App to me or a Cash App to Yoshi, or you join our Patreon, it's making you a producer of our work. You see, I'll tell you, my shows, I couldn't really do my Thursday shows if it wasn't for my Patreon, because I have to go and get articles that are behind paywalls. And they want $30 to $100 just to read something.
Man, brother sent me 777, man.
7. Oh, damn, that's lucky, man.
I don't know how to say his name. AIGBEKAN.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you, bro. See,
send some more. Send some more.
I'm grateful. That helped me out. So, man, you got to teach me how to pronounce your name so I can put you in a song, man. I'll put you in a song, man. Thank you, for real. That'll live on forever and ever and ever.
Because see, family, when you're making these donations, what you're doing is that you're becoming a producer. You're becoming a producer. Instead of us having to try to go to the government, which they ain't gonna give us any grants anyway. No. But instead of trying to go to the government and asking them for thousands of dollars to try to produce the type
it should be here.
That's right. It should be from the family. It should be from you guys. Because see, the thing is that we have to be supportive, We have to be supportive,
We have
And I know you did the book cover and
yes. Thank you.
Jalen said you did an amazing job, Yoshi. And the money was more than well spent because it's family. That's right, it's family.
Tight.
It's family.
Tight because I'm on here. Come on, I'm on here every week with y'all, and I get to enjoy myself with y'all and chop it up with my fam up in the chat box, man. And
yeah,
that is tight. Soon I want to start doing like calls and stuff. Have y'all call up here and y'all can ask a question, chop it up, see what's up.
Well, I don't know how to do that, so you'll have to.
I'm gonna figure it out. Yeah, I'm gonna figure it out. I got you, Baba. I got you.
Because like I said, is that I'm not a techie person.
Right,
Yoshimod and my grandson, they're the ones who allow me to be on the internet because I will up in a minute. Up in a minute.
We gotta help you out, brother. We gotta help you out.
Yeah, but you guys just don't understand. Everything's not on the internet. Sometimes Yoshi got to get in his car. He got to go out and try to get merchandise. He got to try to buy new stuff. A lot of these things, like you were showing us the other day, how you I used show your microphone again. How that microphone that you had. Show how. See, this stuff takes money. It takes money to have the good stuff. It takes money to have the stuff that can allow you to be able to present in a sense, a good show. And that he's doing this. He's making these videos for us. He don't have to do this, but he's making these videos for us. So we should show the love by making donations. His Cash App, man, should be beeping left and right. Because you guys, that you can do this. You guys got the money. You see the Cash App is right there. You see, all you got to do is just take a minute. You can type that in. You could be listening, get your phone out, type that in, and and go ahead and Cash App this brother some money. Cash App this brother who's always doing stuff for the culture. He's always, in a sense, providing new and exciting material to give rules to the culture. And it's just fantastic what the genius can do.
Since 1999. I
Wow.
have been doing this since 1999. So
20 years, baby. 20 years.
Yeah, thank y'all. Yes. It's been that long. God damn.
It's been in it, but that's the love. That's the love. That's the love of your people, man. That's the love of your culture. It's the love. And see, you can show this brother some love now. Just go ahead. Go do it. Right.
Come on,
now.
man. Hey, if y'all know my history, I started off as Damashe, and I had a clique. It was me and my homeboys. We was called BTE, Black Taliban Entertainment. So
well, I'm glad you got rid of that name.
I know, right? It was power to the people for real, and it was some destruction, Damashe, and get a cracker and snapping that. And I was just on some, get at it. And I had to really ease myself down and really cool down to really focus on what matters the most. And, our children is what matter the most. The content that we're putting out is what matter the most. Our family is what matter the most. Being genuine, being on code, knowing what's right, what's wrong, and giving the message out however you feel at the I guess the pureness of your heart on how you want to give it to the community. So I just keep it pure, bro. So whatever it is I got going on, all the visuals y'all seen, any given time, y'all seen everything in any given time where I'm like throwing so many messages out there to where you can break it down and take little segments out and analyze it in any given time. Like I say, our forefathers hung message beyond, live as one, portraying a nun, so knowing these lyrics, how I'm giving it to y'all and having the visuals to receive, I hope it's different than what y'all ever heard before in a good way. You know, I hope y'all receiving this craft that I create in a good way. I hope y'all really are.
I want to play that one more time.
Ashe.
I'm out the ocean and I may be hollow. At any given time, I may be follow. I'm out the ocean and I may be hollow. At any given time, I may be follow. I'm out the ocean and I may be hollow. At any given time, I may be follow. I'm out the ocean and I may be hollow. At any given time, I may die. What's it that you don't want me to say? Ain't been big, no one listen to me. Sometimes I feel like the living I made. On my grandmother was in the maid. Left me behind and left me astray. What is the truth that was going on with me? Told me be cool and just have a nice day. Some things are just easy to say. Wish I could stop me from breathing a day. Don't have no food and they swimming on me. Out in the ocean away from the bay. I've been drifting along far away. I went up in to keep them away. Say what you say, but I just cannot stay. Force me the crown, that don't suit me. Mine, unfortunately, and my sorrow. Swimming and follow, slipping and hollow. Bring on the idol, listen to Carlo. Living to borrow, living to borrow. Living to call home, shooting a hollow. Shooting a inferno, I'm out the carnal. Swimming out your look out in the eye. Y'all know I'm seeing that is a pyramid. Right, they some again, that is affirmative. I look the miseries, got the hook to the wrist. Too late to call it quits, that's what the mission is. We are the guinea pigs, we can feeling it. Tired of the silliness, no longer feeling it. Feeling we're killing it, feeling like feeling it. Swimming this message off of the shore into the abyss. Deep in. I may ocean and I may be hollow. At any given time, I may be follow. I'm out the ocean and I may be hollow. At any given time, I may be follow. I'm out the ocean and I may be hollow. At any given time, I may be follow. I'm out the ocean and I may be hollow. At any given time, I may die. Works of a genie, what a fiend, take you to Feeney. How would they see me? Nothing but weenie, wearing a beanie, feeling Lamborghini, changing the scenery, some of your misery, so many lies of me. Probably got you on TV, believe me, pulling your memories, killing the name. They never just admit that they got me. Machiavelli could have never been sloppy. We can see it's nothing but copies. Listen, cook up in that lobby. Billie Holiday just was a body. George Clinton committed them robberies. It seems he went for the lottery. This all falls in one category. We all call it a mystery. I'm the villain you all see. Like glory to those who all see. Pendergrass set up like Eddie Murphy. No car crash, they just hating on me. Gotta make it come back like Bill Cosby. Kobe Bryant playing conspiracy. Get me back for taking a knee. Where they just be canning me. Like it on a turban, hit when I'm swerving. Black house cursing, sipping over curving. More laceration, installation, no motivation. Straight elimination, your innovation, alienation, annihilation. All for the taking like taking. Open faking, us personation. Moving saving, change like Raven. Sammy Davis, had to shake 'em, moving brave on how you craving. Even Jaden save 'em, Taylor paving. Moving faking, Harry make 'em misbehaving. We the brave before we drown in the water. Got a deep dive. I'm in the ocean and I may be hollow. At any given time, I may be follow. I'm out the ocean and I may be hollow. At any given time, I may be follow. I'm out the ocean and I may be hollow. At any given time, I may be follow. I'm out the ocean and I may be hollow. At any given time, I may die. Think they don't want me to stay. There's always one who just got rain. Came from the cave, came from the bay, created the slave. Step out of water, fiction is harder. Why do they bother? Over my head, first like a daughter. Same boat, same fate, only in slaughter. Still throw jet bro, same as a father. Justify life, why should it be harder? All my nation, make things water. See how they come, all as one. Force me to go, force me to the slum. Live up the crumb, father's hung. Faces beyond, live as one. Betraying the nuns, speak for the young. Nobody's dumb, maybe just someone they young. Maverick approach, truth by Yojo. And the kind will grow, just as the Oko came up the old fall. E-I-E-I-O-E-L song. Turning the wheel until it's all gone. Gotta go deeper, dive with the people. Some turn lethal, neighbors is evil. Go from the right, give up the fight. No human right, kill them on sight. Many to spare, many beware. I see that I'm there, I see that I'm here. Ready with flares, calling all bad. Our genders are here, we the illusion, not disappear. As hard as my chin, deep dive. I'm the ocean and I may be hollow. At any given time, I may be follow. I'm out the ocean and I may be hollow. At any any given time, I may be hollow. I'm off the ocean and I may be hollow. At any given time, I may be hollow. I'm off the ocean and I may be hollow. At any given time, I may die deep.
At any given time, what I love about that video, and you guys go ahead and hit that Cash App. Domashay 999. Domashay 999. $sign Domashay 999.
Thank you, JP.
Guys.
You already did enough, JP. Thank you again, once again. I really appreciate it.
You know, and but look at that video. Look at all the detail in it. Look at the detail in it. Look at the visuals. Look at the beauty, the color. Look at what this brother does, you know. And the thing is, this is that remember when you Cash App, you know, Domashay 999 when you $sign Domashay 999 when you're Cash Apping the Genius, what you're doing is that you're becoming a producer. It's like you're a producer. It's like you help produce that video because
me want to make more. Man.
It does make you want to do more. Because the fact is, this is that you know, that's what it's all about. And see, listen, family. You know, this is how you can support. I mean, if you're not going to speak up, you know, support the brother who does. And when you giving that Cash App, when you're joining this Patreon, what you're doing in a sense is that you are doing so much. You know, like JP said, you know, like she said, is that this is a #1 hit, you know, and the video is more innovative than anything out there. It is more innovative and innovative. But see, the whole point is this is that, but then when the powers that be, when they promote Sexy Red, my it is brown, my is pink. I mean, come on now, listen to this. This is degenerate behavior. But here's a brother that's trying to provide stuff for the culture.
Counterattack that and put money behind me.
That's right. That's right.
So
Who am I?
I can go up against them, man. So let's get it. Who am I?
That's right. Who am I? Yoshimod the Genius. That's the brother name. Yoshimod the Genius.
What up, though?
That's right. What up, though? Remember this. Now, y'all got to stand on something. Y'all got to be about something. And this is what Yoshimod always said.
If you're not going to speak up, the ones who do. If you're not going to speak up, the ones who do. If you're not going to speak up, the ones who do. If you're not going to speak up, the ones who do. Vampires, they prey on your fears and stay away. Vampires, they prey on your fears, control your atmosphere. Don't let them take your energy. Don't let them take control your atmosphere. I am you and control your atmosphere. Don't let them take your energy. Don't let them suck your energy. It's a distraction away from me. I am you and you are me. If you're not going to speak up, support the ones who do. If you're not going to speak up, support the ones who do. If you're not going to speak up, support the ones who do. If you're not going to speak up, support the ones who do. Nobody but yourself. Don't follow. I said nobody but yourself. Don't follow. Nobody but yourself. Don't follow yourself.
family. Thank you guys for coming this week and joining us. Thank you for allowing us to come into your home. And, as I said, get those cash apps popping.
Thank you.
Remember, every time you support Yoshimod on his Patreon, whenever you support him with Cash App, you're becoming a producer. You're becoming a producer of that material. That's why I always shout out my Patreon followers. They make it happen, because see, when 10, 20 people, if it's just $5, you up. If 10 people do it, that's $50.
Yeah.
If 20 people do it, that's $100. See, the thing is that this money accumulates. This money is what allow us to have the freedom in a sense to understand that, And again, like I said, is that we had to keep in mind what's going out there. We need brothers like Yoshimod and others who take the time in a sense to make those beautiful videos like Marcy. And this is something that we need to know, because see, if you don't have people out there broadcasting it, a lot of times the regular media, they're not going to do it. And so, but when a brother can take the time, when he's allowed the time through your support, you see, what does that support mean to you, Yoshi?
It means a lot. It means the world. And without that support, I can't create the visuals or the content that I'm creating. So it means a lot to me. And I'll say to Marcy, I'll say to you, look, young lady, don't know you, but I hope I did you justice. I hope I do more justice for you. So, this right here, Who Am I, was dedicated to Marcy today. So shout out to you.
And everybody offer up your prayers, because see, whenever you pray, you're calling that person. When somebody has passed away, whenever you say their name, they come to you. They're sitting next to you. Tell them I love you. Tell them I believe in you. Mm-hmm. Tell them I support you. Tell them that you're not alone. You're not alone, Marcy. You're not alone, Marcy. Mm-hmm. We love you. And we want to help you.
Now, she was only a teen, He came out the darkness and attacked her. She had to face him in court. But remind you, she was only a teen. This is the story of Marcy. Marcy, feel so much pain right now. I try not to let it show. Marcy, something that they could prevent. I wish that they could have known. Marcy, why I have to see him now? In 10 years they said I'm free. Marcy, tell me what you want now. Why won't they let me be? Marcy, where do we go from now? Mama, I can never heal. Marcy, so much pain it caused. I don't wanna be here in tears. You okay? Tell me that you okay, Marcy. Tell me that you okay. Tell me that you okay, Marcy. Tell me that you okay. Tell me that you okay, Marcy. Tell me that you okay. Tell me that you okay, Marcy. Never lived out a teen. She never lived out a dream. You took it away.
Cannot resist the essence of a child. Now we see the fool, the known pedophile. Watch him all stand trial as he mock and hate. Seeing him once again sealed Marcy's fate. Pure evil.
Mama, I can never heal. So much pain it caused. I don't wanna be here in tears. Yeah, right now, it's time to wrap everything up, you dig? Yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the show. Yo, and Dr. Clyde Winters, Den and 9. Yeah, I really appreciate everybody, all y'all support. Y'all like, subscribe, and share this. You dig it? Yoshi, you've been invited to the Den and 9. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the Den and 9. Yeah, Dr. Clyde Winters in the Yoshi mind. Intro, outro to the Den and 9. We gon' see it, so have dinner now. Yeah, raise your head, why put them down? B1 on that dinner now. FBA on that dinner now. FBB on that dinner now. It's all about unity on that dinner now. My indigenous folks on that dinner now. All my Africans rise on that dinner now. Rise up on that dinner now. And don't forget to subscribe to dinner now.